Come with us as we explore Rome in a day. The view that we had from our hotel was so spectacular, and my hubby did a really good job at selecting the location of this hotel. I'm super blessed that he thought about where we would be and the things we'd want to see, and we're located right next to Vatican City there. We hopped on the underground so we could head over to the Colosseum. Let me tell you, when you walk out of this metro station, this is what you see. It is something that took my breath away. To think that this was built from 72 AD to 80, an 8-year period, and it's still standing blows my mind. I felt like I had to pinch myself that I was actually standing right here in front of the Colosseum. If you ever go to Rome, go here early in the morning so you can get awesome pictures like we did. Now, we did the underground tour of the Colosseum, and I would highly recommend it because you get to see the hallway gladiators actually came through underground to get into the Colosseum. And this right here is a real Murmillo Gladiator's helmet. If you're like me, you've watched Gladiator 1 and 2, and you're curious, did they really flood the Colosseum? They sure did. These are the aqueducts that they used to flood the Colosseum, but there were no sharks involved. They even had elevators that were run by Christian slaves. Those would pull the gladiators up onto the platform where they would fight. The original floor is still there, and that's just a testament to the structure and the amazing architecture they had. This is where they would keep the animals. It's so small, I can't really wrap my mind around it. And for every emperor, they would change his name on these marble tiles. Now, earlier on, you saw the cross. That cross is actually where the emperor would have sat originally. But then they turned it into a church, which I found really fascinating. The Colosseum had been full of marble. Now there's only 50 seats left because it had been pillaged by the Roman people as well as popes. They do have a resident cat, which I thought was pretty cute since I'm a cat lover. Because there's so much information we got from this tour, I want to give you a couple of key things that I found interesting. One is that gladiators ranged from 5'2" to 5'5". That was the average height of a Roman back then. If you were poor, you got in free and you got free food. It was the wealthy who had to pay to be there. The gladiators came in from the east and the west entrances, whereas the emperor and the people would come in from the north and the south. The Colosseum was built over a man-made lake to hold 80,000 people. The Colosseum really is magnificent, and I'm honored I had the opportunity to see it in person. If you liked this video, wait for part 2 as we go to Palatine Hill.